express this, and I really stink at this because I don't do cuts and I don't do retakes. I do 1 or 2 takes, and I take the best one because that's all I got. That's all I got. So moving back to the bill, and I beheld, and lo in the midst of the throne, okay, I beheld, and lo in the midst of the throne, and I beheld, and lo in the midst of the throne was a horn. That's right. In the midst of the throne, and in the midst of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as if it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes. But this is a representation of the 7 horns. Now you could, in my book, if we had more time, I could show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 horns that are readily seeable. There are 2 more. But this is how I discussed the stuff in my book. The other horn is the horn of the Lord God itself as a representation of the Lord God. That would be the 6th horn. And the 7th horn is the whole pictograph itself, emanating sound in every direction. That's the 7th horn. Those are the 7 horns. But also, the 7 horns are the 7 denominations of U.S. currency. So when you read in the Bible that they're looking for a horn, I saw this guy on TV the other day talking about Daniel and horns and the 10 horns, and he knew where the 10 horns, and he started discussing Babylonia, and he started discussing Persia. I could tell you where the 10 horns are in 2 or 3 minutes, and I do so in my book. And I've already showed them to you on 15 or 20 or 30 or maybe 40 different occasions. You just didn't see them, and the people that didn't buy my book don't know what we're talking about, but the people that do and have read it know that I have found the 10 horns on the $1 bill that the Lord God has spoken about. There are 9 horns and the little horn, which is Satan. So that should give you a little bit of insight. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point I have to say good day. I just want to show you one more thing because it's important. This is the book itself, and then it has, you go up to the top of the book. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. At the bottom left-hand corner of, at the bottom of each page, excuse me, at the bottom of each page, I put the words Luke 11:46, because what Luke 11:46 states in reality is 99% of all politicians and lawyers are 100% corrupt. And ladies and gentlemen, you know that to be true. And you know I wouldn't lie to you because there's no reason for that. What I put in my book, no one would want it to even publish my book because I put it down as non-fiction. No one wanted to publish my book because it was non-fiction. My book is as fictional as it gets. I have made a lot of mistakes in the book. I am a carpenter. I own a heavy equipment company. I am not a writer. I don't even have a really good education, except in what I studied that I like. I have 11 federal and state licenses, but I don't have a great education, high school and a little bit after that, and that's it. However, like I said, my dad was the best tugboat captain on earth for the longest time. That's not an exaggeration. And he couldn't even fill out his logbook for his tugboat. He cheated on his master's test. And he was the best tugboat captain in the world. No one would doubt that. However, so education doesn't have much to do with it. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, the horns are in the midst of the throne. The beasts that sit around the throne are the beasts on the ends of the $1 bill. And the elders, of course, are the 4 and 20 elders that I went over with you the other day, and that is also in my book. There are 4 elders facing the throne and 20 elders facing the throne. They're there, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just get back to this. This is where the horns are. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, and I know what time it is. It's time for me to get a bigger camera.